GS Paper 3, UPSC Current Affairs, the 5th of June, 2025. UNESCO Global Education Monitoring, GEM, Report 2024-25. GS Paper 3. Stampede. Content for Mains Enrichment, CME. 1. Digital Drive by IRCTC. Facts for Prelims, FFP. United Nations Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC. 16th Census of India. Manar and Khichen Ramsar Site. India's first variable speed pump storage plant. Election Commission of India Voter Turnout Reform. Inga Hydropower Project. Mapping. 1. Socotra Island. GS Paper 2. UNESCO Global Education Monitoring GEM, Report 2024-25. Syllabus. Education. Source. NDTV. Context. The UNESCO Global Education Monitoring GEM Report 2024-25 highlights that India continues to struggle with poor learning outcomes despite near universal school enrollment. Key findings of UNESCO Global Education Monitoring GEM Report 2024-25. 1. Near universal enrollment but poor learning outcomes. India, despite greater than 95% primary school enrollment, India struggles with foundational literacy and numeracy gaps. A. G. As a 2023 shows, only 43% of Class 3 students can read a Class 2 level text. Global gender disparity in reading proficiency. Globally, only 87 boys per 100 girls achieve minimum reading proficiency. In middle-income countries, it drops to 72 boys per 100 girls. Post-pandemic gender reversal in math proficiency. While gender parity was improving, COVID-19 reversed gains. Girls now underperform in math in countries like Brazil, UK, and Italy. Women dominate teaching but lag in leadership. India. In India, 60% of elementary teachers are women, but only 13% of vice chancellors in central universities were women as of 2022. Inadequate leadership training. Many Indian states lack formal principal training despite NEET 2020's provision of 50 hours of annual professional development. Global gaps in leadership accountability. Less than 50% of surveyed countries require head teachers to undergo leadership preparation before appointment. Correlation between female leadership and better learning outcomes. In some African countries, female-led schools showed up to 1 additional year of learning gain over male-led ones. Decentralized leadership builds trust. Case studies. A. G. Delhi's pilot on middle leadership show teacher trust improves with effective mentorship and distributed leadership. Positive trends in education. Female teaching workforce rising. India, over 60% female representation in elementary schools enhances gender-sensitive learning environments. Policy commitment via NEET 2020. NEP mandates structured training for school leaders, indicating recognition of leadership's role in outcomes. Evidence-based global monitoring. UNESCO's expanded global dataset helps identify performance gaps in literacy, gender, and governance. Success of peer mentorship models. Middle leadership initiatives in Delhi boosted professional culture and collaboration among teachers. Global dialogue on school leadership. Over 100 plus countries participated in leadership surveys, highlighting the rising global priority on education governance. Negative trends in education. Learning crisis despite enrollment gains. High enrollment has not translated into learning. India's NAS 2021 showed only 25% proficiency in math at class 8. Gender inequity in leadership. Women remain underrepresented in top roles. Only 19% of global education ministers are women. Digital divide post-pandemic. Prolonged school closures hit girls harder, especially in developing countries with poor digital access. Inconsistent implementation of reforms. NEP's train and GGLs remain uneven. Few states ensure full compliance with the 50-hour leadership training rule. Opaque selection and promotion. Many education systems, including India's, lack transparency in merit-based recruitment for leadership posts. Way forward. Strengthen leadership pipelines. Institutionalize mandatory leadership certification programs for principals and school heads. Promote women in senior roles. Launch targeted leadership acceleration programs for women in education administration. Improve learning metrics. Shift from enrollment-centric monitoring to robust measurement of learning outcomes through tools like NAS and ASER. Integrate leadership into teacher training. Develop leadership modules within pre-service and in-service teacher education curriculums. Invest in localized mentorship models. Scale up successful decentralized leadership models. G. Delhi Middle Leader Pilot across states. Conclusion. The UNESCO GEM Report 2024-25 reveals that systemic leadership gaps and gender inequities continue to affect learning outcomes despite strong enrollment numbers. Bridging the gap between policy and implementation remains critical for building equitable, high-performing education systems. PYQ 1. Discuss the main objectives of population education and point out the measures to achieve them in India in detail. 2021. UPSC Current Affairs, the 5th of June 2025, GS Paper 3. Stampede. Syllabus. Disaster Management. Source. TH. Context. A stampede at Bengaluru's Chinnaswamy Stadium during RCB's IPL victory parade on June 4, 2025, led to the tragic death of 11 people and injured over 30, exposing critical flaws in crowd management. About stampede. What is a stampede? A stampede is a sudden, uncontrolled rush of a crowd, typically caused by fear, panic, or excitement in a confined or unregulated space. It can result in severe injuries or fatalities due to crushing, suffocation, or trampling. Causes of stampede in India. Overcrowding. Events often attract far more people than the venue can accommodate, breaching safe capacity limits. G. Bengaluru's Chinnaswamy Stadium saw 3 lakh people at a venue meant for 35,000. Poor planning and regulation, lack of risk assessment, delayed police presence, and no crowd flow strategy worsen chaos. G. Bengaluru incident saw late deployment of police forces despite known high footfall. Communication gaps. Panic due to rumors, unclear announcements, or miscommunication often trigger crowd surges. G. Allahabad railway station stampede was caused by a last-minute platform change. Infrastructure bottlenecks, narrow gates, blocked exits, poor signage, and barricades create choke points during surges. G. Elphinstone Forbes stampede escalated due to waterlogging and lack of movement space. Lack of emergency protocols, absence of trained personnel, medics, and rescue SOPs hinder swift response during crises. Impact of stampede incidents. Loss of lives. Stampedes frequently cause fatalities and permanent injuries, especially to vulnerable groups. Public fear and distrust. Recurrent crowd disasters reduce citizens' trust in public event safety and government response. Administrative fallout. Officials face backlash, inquiries, and blame games, often leading to suspensions or resignations. Economic damage. Stampedes lead to compensation power buyouts, revenue loss from event cancellations, and tourism decline. Legal scrutiny. Organizers and government bodies may face lawsuits, bills, or criminal cases for negligence. NDMA guidelines on crowd and stampede management. Pre-event planning. Organizers must assess site capacity, plan movement routes, and prepare emergency response blueprints. Access control. Use of barricades, ticketing systems, and security checks ensures regulated entry and exit. Trained personnel. Deploy trained marshals, police, and volunteers to guide crowds and handle emergencies on site. Communication strategy. Install multilingual signage, public address systems, and real-time alerts to prevent confusion. Emergency preparedness. Set up first aid booths, deploy ambulances nearby, and rehearse SOPs with teams for rapid response. Real-time surveillance. Leverage CCTV, drones, and heat map sensors to monitor crowd density and detect hotspots early. Solutions to prevent future stampedes. Smart crowd monitoring. Deploy AI-powered surveillance, drones, and thermal mapping to detect dangerous crowd patterns. Venue decongestion measures. Use satellite screens, digital ticket limits, and controlled entry to prevent excessive crowding. Strict enforcement of Capacit Y norms. Legal caps on crowd size must be enforced with fines for violations by event organizers. Mock drills and training. Routine simulation exercises for police and volunteers ensure effective evacuation readiness. Public education. Campaigns through social and local media should inform citizens about safe behavior in crowds. Conclusion. The Bengaluru Stampede is a painful reminder that celebration without safety can lead to catastrophe. India needs to shift from reactive disaster handling to preventive crowd governance. Only then can mass gatherings be both joyful and secure. PYQ 1. Discuss the recent measures initiated in disaster management by the Government of India departing from the earlier reactive approach. 2020. UPSC Current Affairs, the 5th of June 2025. Content for Mains Enrichment, CME. DGI Toll Drive BYIRCTC. Context. IRCTC deactivated 2.5 crore suspicious user IDs to curb automated bot bookings and improve genuine user access. About DGI Toll Drive BYIRCTC. Features. Deactivation of suspicious IDs. 2.5 crore fake, suspicious accounts blocked. Anti-bot systems and CDN integration. Prevents automated bookings by touts. Mobile and email revalidation. 20 lakh IDs sent for verification. Aadhaar-based authentication. Non-Aadhaar users face a 3-day wait for Tatkal bookings. Aadhaar verified users get instant access. Cybercrime complaints. 131 complaints filed against fraudulent users. Need. Tackle black marketing. Bots, scalpers block tickets, harming genuine passengers. Improve website efficiency. Reduces server load during peak booking. G. Tatkal. Enhance security. Prevent cyber fraud and unauthorized bookings. Significance. Fair access. Ensures real users get tickets, not touts. Tech modernization. Uses AI, CDN, and Aadhaar for secure transactions. Record efficiency enabled IRCTC's record single day 17 lakh tickets and single minute 31,814 tickets bookings. Relevance in UPSC syllabus. Governance. Governance. IRCTC's digital drive showcases how technology improves transparency and efficiency in public service delivery. Digitization of public services. The use of Aadhaar-based authentication highlights the push for secure, user-friendly digital governance. Internal security. Cybercrime prevention. The crackdown on bot traffic and fraudulent bookings reflects measures to combat cyber threats in critical infrastructure. Aadhaar-based authentication strengthens identity verification, reducing fraud and ensuring secure digital transactions. Economy. Digital infrastructure. IRCTC's integration with CDN and anti-bot systems demonstrates advancements in digital public infrastructure. UPSC Current Affairs, the 5th of June Facts for Prelims, FFP. United Nations Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC. Source: TOI. Context: India has been elected to the United Nations Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC, for the 2026-28 term with overwhelming global support. About United Nations Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC. What is the United Nations ECOSOC? Full form: United Nations Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC. Established 1945 under the UN Charter. Total members 54 countries, elected by the UN General Assembly for a 3-year term. Key role: Central UN platform for policy dialogue, coordination, and consensus on economic, social, and humanitarian issues. Objectives of ECOSOC: raise living standards and promote full employment, aims to ensure economic well-being and job creation for all countries through global policy support. Address economic, social, and health challenges, tackles global poverty, inequality, and health crises via coordinated UN efforts and partnerships. Foster cultural and educational cooperation, encourages international collaboration to advance education and preserve cultural heritage. Promote human rights and fundamental freedoms, advocates for civil liberties and social justice as foundations for global peace and development. Key functions of ECOSOC: coordinates 15 UN specialized agencies, ensures policy alignment across agencies like WHO, ILO, and FAO on global development goals. Oversees 8 functional and 5 regional commissions. Facilitates intergovernmental dialogue on social, economic, and regional development issues. Acts as central forum for socio-economic policies, provides a global platform for member states to discuss and recommend economic and social policies. Hosts High-Level Political Forum, HLPF, monitors implementation of the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals through annual ministerial reviews. Holds joint sessions with IMF and World Bank, aligns UN development strategies with global financial systems for better policy coherence. 16th Census of India. Source: TH. Context: the Government of India has announced that the 16th census will conclude by March 2027, marking the first digital and caste-based census in independent India. About 16th Census of India. What is census in India? A census is the official enumeration of population, providing vital statistics on demography, economy, and socio-cultural aspects at every administrative level. Conducted every 10 years under the supervision of the Registrar General in Census Commissioner of India, Ministry of Home Affairs. Legal and constitutional backing. Backed by Census Act, 1948 and Census Rules, 1990. Falls under Union List Entry 69, 7th Schedule of the Constitution. History of Census in India. First non-synchronous census, 1872. First complete synchronous census, 1881 by W. C. Cloden. Last census conducted in 2011 and 2021 delayed due to COVID-19. Upcoming census will be the 16th in series and 8th since independence. Features of the upcoming census, 2026-27. First digital census. Data collection will be done through a mobile application replacing paper schedules. Caste enumeration included. For the first time since independence, caste data will be collected alongside SC/ST data. Self-enumeration option. Households with updated national population registry details may use an online portal for self-enumeration. Two-phase enumeration. Phase 1. House listing and housing schedule. Phase 2. Population enumeration includes caste data, reference dates. October 1, 2026. Snowbound areas A, G, J&K, Ladakh, Himachal. March 1, 2027. Rest of India. Administrative training. Over 30 lakh enumerators will be trained for digital enumeration. Delimitation impact. This census will guide delimitation of Lok Sabha Assembly seats post 2026, replacing the 1971 census base. Manar and Khichen Ramsar site. Source: HT. Context: India has added 2 new Ramsar sites, Manar, Udaipur, and Khichen, Phalodi, ahead of World Environment Day. With this, India's total number of Ramsar wetlands rises to 91, the highest in Asia and third globally. About Manar and Khichen Ramsar site. Manar wetland, Udaipur, nickname, Bird Village. Size, 104 hectares. Biodiversity, over 200 bird species including Eurasian coot, herons, spot-billed duck. Community-driven conservation. Local residents prohibit hunting, fishing, declared EBA in 2016. Tourism value. Growing ecotourism destination on Udaipur-Chittorgarh route. Khichen wetland, Phalodi. Known for migratory demoiselle cranes. Ecological significance. Wintering site for large flocks of migratory birds. Community role. Local traditions protect birds. Acts as a critical stop along the Central Asian Flyway. About Ramsar sites. What is a Ramsar site? A wetland of international importance under the Ramsar Convention, 1971, Ramsar, Iran, under UNESCO. Recognizes wetlands that provide critical ecosystem services, support biodiversity, and sustain local livelihoods. India status on Ramsar sites. India became a Ramsar signatory, February 1, 1982. First Ramsar sites, Chilika Lake, Orissa, and Koledo National Park, Rajasthan, in 1981. India's first variable speed pumped storage GA plant. Source: SM. Context: India's first variable speed pumped storage plant, PSP, at Tehri, Uttarakhand, has commenced commercial operation with a 250 megawatts unit. About India's first variable speed pump storage GA plant. What is it? A 1000 megawatts H-Hydra Power Pro J8 designed to store energy by pumping water to an upper reservoir using surplus power and releasing it to generate electricity when demand rises. Executed by THDC India Limited, THDCIL, under the Ministry of Power Technology Partner, GE Vernova, provided power electronics and 250 megawatts variable speed unit. Location: Terry Garhwal, Uttarakhand. How the Terry PSP works. Pumping phase: surplus renewable energy (AG) from solar or wind is used to pump water from lower to upper reservoir. Energy storage: the water in the upper reservoir stores potential energy like a water battery. Generation phase: when electricity demand rises, water is released through turbines to generate power. Electricity generation: flowing water spins turbines, which activate generators to produce electricity. Variable speed operation: the plant can adjust turbine speed, allowing precise control of pumping and generation, improving efficiency and grid support. Grid synchronization: the system maintains synchronization with grid frequency, ensuring stable power delivery. Key features and advantages. First variable speed PSP in India. This is India's first pumped storage project using variable speed technology, marking a leap in hydropower innovation. 250 megawatts initial capacity. The project began with the commissioning of its first 250 megawatts unit, part of the larger 1000 megawatts Terry PSP. Enhanced efficiency. Variable speed turbines allow precise control over pumping and generation, enhancing overall system efficiency. Improved grid stability. It enables real-time power adjustments, supporting the stability of the grid amid renewable energy fluctuations. Flexible operation. The plant can swiftly switch between pumping and generation, adapting to dynamic grid demands. Enables energy storage GA. Functions like a giant water battery, storing surplus energy for peak hour power generation. Election Commission of India Voter Turnout Reform. Source: IE. Context: the Election Commission of India, ACI, has announced a new digital reform to report voter turnout in real time using its SNet app. About Election Commission of India Voter Turnout Reform. What is the reform? A tech-driven voter turnout reporting system allowing real-time updates from each polling booth directly through the ECINET app. Aims to eliminate manual data relay delays and strengthen public trust in the electoral process. App used. ECINET is the Election Commission's integrated mobile application, consolidating 40+ internal apps and platforms. It allows presiding officers to update voter turnout every 2 hours, directly from polling stations. Data can be uploaded offline and synced later, ensuring coverage even in low network areas. Key features of the new system. Presiding officers will enter data directly into ECINET instead of routing through sector and returning officers. Automatic constituency-level aggregation ensures faster and accurate display of polling trends. Approximate turnout percentages will now be public shortly after polls close, subject to connectivity. System significantly reduces the time lag from hours, days to real-time or near real-time visibility. Manual delays from previous elections, where data was updated days later, will be minimized. Significance for governance. Enhances electoral transparency. Responds to public and political concerns of data manipulation. Promotes digital governance. Aligned with India's e-governance initiatives in democratic processes. Boosts voter trust. Quick data visibility builds public confidence in ECI's impartiality. Strengthens institutional credibility. Reaffirms ECI's commitment to free and fair elections. Improves data accuracy. Direct digital entry reduces human error and inconsistent reporting. In GAH-wide Power Pro J8. Source: DTE. Context: the World Bank has approved $250 million for the Inga-3 hydropower project in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, despite criticism from global civil society groups. About in GAH-wide Power Pro J8. What is Inga Dam? A series of hydropower projects on the Congo River, aimed at utilizing Inga Falls' massive energy potential. Inga 1, 1972, and Inga 2, 1982, are operational. Inga 3 and Grand Inga are planned expansions. Located in approximately 225 kilometers southwest of Kinshasa, the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. Built on the Congo River at Inga Falls, one of the world's most powerful natural waterfalls. Nations and institutions involved. Lead nation: Democratic Republic of Congo. Financing partner: World Bank, potentially committing $1 billion. Overall features of Inga 3 and Grand Inga project. Scale and capacity: part of a $10 billion hydroelectric scheme. Projected capacity: approximately 4.8 gigawatts for Inga 3. Grand Inga could reach 9 gigawatts, surpassing China's 3 Gorges Dam. Design type: planned as a run-of-the-river system, requiring minimal reservoir creation. Energy use focus: power likely directed to mining industries and export markets, not rural electrification. UPSC Current Affairs, the 5th of June 2025. Mapping. Socotra Island. Source: DD News. Context: the UAE and WHO have jointly launched a 2-year humanitarian program to tackle severe child and maternal malnutrition on Yemen's Socotra Island. About Socotra Island. What is Socotra Island? Socotra is a biodiversity-rich island known as the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean, for its unique flora and fauna. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage GA site in 2008 due to its high endemism, over 37% of its plant species are found nowhere else. Geography: located in approximately 340 kilometers southeast of Yemen, in the Indian Ocean, near the Horn of Africa. Total area: approximately 3,796 square km. The island features coastal plains, a limestone plateau, and the rugged Hagia Mountains. Political control: Socotra is part of Yemen, currently under complex geopolitical influence involving UAE-backed forces in the Southern Transitional Council (STC). UAE also maintains a military presence, citing humanitarian and security assistance. Neighboring islands: Socotra archipelago includes Abd al-Quri, Samha, and Darsa, forming one of the most botanically diverse island groups on Earth. Origin of the name: Socotra, likely derived from Sanskrit, Dvipa Sukhadhara, meaning island abode of bliss. Key features: Ecological diversity, home to Dragion's blood trees, frankincense, myrrh, and endemic aloes. Climate. Semi-desert climate with low annual rainfall. Strong monsoonal winds, June-Sept, historically isolated the island. Economic activities, fishing, pearl diving, livestock herding, and small-scale agriculture sustain the population.